People don't understand. It's not overrated when players talk about the altitude and what it means when you come in.
Lillard looking for a foul, comes up empty, pushing it. Jokic kicks it to the corner, and Michael Porter Jr. hits a three. More, that includes a 50-point game against Cleveland last Friday. Denver, a quick
right to be able to finish inside the paint.
Here's Canner, and another baseline cut. Jones flying high, already in airplane mode.
Portland a little bit slower to react to those missed shots.
On the drive goes Lillard, gets it to go. The corner, playing fast these two teams. Oh, Will Barton goes up and under the rim to fire it home.
Lob play drawn up out of bounds. Out on the side, out of bounds during the timeout. And right there,
Carmelo Anthony on the floor with Rodney Hood and Nasir Little. First wave of substitutions as Damian Lillard missed, and the follow is good by Enes Kanter. Three-pointer on its way, comes up short. Najee, 32 per game in the first quarters. Denver number 2. They're at 31-4. There's Carmelo Anthony, hits a three.
Numbers.
That's the first box out I've seen on an inbounds pass. Jokic goes right back to work and scores again on Enes Kanter.
Wow, on Kanter.
Murray pulled the chair. Rodney Hood hit the deck. Murray swings it across to Porter, who drives. Porter just glides to the basket. Percent three-point shooter this year. He's given him a nice lift inside. Kanter, and he gets the friendly roll. There's Carmelo Anthony. Porter matching up with him. Melo backs him down. They clear it out. And Melo and one. And that trade went down, and that sent huge shockwaves across the NBA. Hard to believe it was a decade ago. Running the floor. Denver more points in transition. They're headed to LA to take on the Lakers later on this road trip. Anthony getting Hartenstein off his feet. Clear it out. Isolation basketball, the Blazers. They got a lot of players that do it. And Carmelo is cooking here in the second quarter.
Way over his left shoulder.
Ends up in the hands of Najee. Najee hits a three. Man, he's got a sweet stroke. Melo scored the first 9 points for the Blazers in the second quarter. And he pulls it again and knocks another one down. It's been the Carmelo Anthony show here, the former Nugget. Going to town in his old haunts. Working on Najee this time. Little sidestep is good. Man, this is a clinic by Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is having a monster second quarter here. He scored 13 of the 16 for Portland, and there's Jokic to quiet down the run.
For a jump shot for Jokic.
Double team comes for Carmelo. Might have had something to do with that timeout. And Gary Trent Jr. knocks down the mid-range. Most he ever averaged per game when he was a Denver Nugget. 24.8 points per game. Simons, no, but Kanter, yes, with the follow. 2-point game.
Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised. Kanter's third in the league. So he pull up jump shot and offensive rebounds in first and second chance points.
2. Now the Nuggets up 4. 3.5 to go in this second quarter. There's another three ball. The lefty Derrick Jones Jr. He can keep Damian Lillard on the bench. If the bench squad is scoring well, it buys him minutes later. There's Kanter, another offensive rebound. There's a lot of bad blood, bad feelings. Melo wanted out. He didn't want to sign that max extension back then 10 years ago. He wanted the max extension but wanted to play elsewhere. Houston days and now with the Blazers, but I wonder if there's a day when they consider retiring his numbers. Gary Trent Jr.
Depends on, from the organization perspective, who's still in place. Will they let those feelings go away? And those feelings right there, challenge.
And you're weighing giving away 3 free throws in the second quarter versus having that challenge later. Rips the cords. Carmelo Anthony, D. Wade, and Shaq all standing by in our Atlanta studios. Murray gives it up. Here's Morris now looking for someone. Finds Jokic, and Jokic keeps stacking them up, Jimmy.
No, it wasn't. You know, in that third quarter, they got outscored 37-17, you know, against the Suns. And right now, he'll make the right decision on the court. And as long as he's engaged in the game, you always have a chance.
Barton cashes one in. Ball movement here, ends up in the hands of Lillard. Now Trent. Trent's hit 4 threes. Little sidestep, 2 on its way, and good. It is a Blazers record, and how big is Trent been with C.J. McCollum out? Trent's really picked up the scoring. There goes Jones, flying high, two-handed jam. Nice setup there. I'm hoping to see Derrick Jones Jr. in the slam dunk contest, the reigning slam dunk champion. He's open inside again, and the lefty scores. Up 4 and a chance to add to it. Lillard's been quiet as well. That's a good sign for Portland as Dame rattles one home.
The game, okay? So now he's going to pick and choose his spot so he can be fresh enough going down the stretch of the fourth quarter. You can pretty much count that once he's able to get his feet set.
Here's Jokic. Toes behind the line. He sticks a 3. You kind of moved that part around. You had the floating part back in those days.
Come on, listen, bro. In college, I had the Larry Johnson down the middle of the lane.
72-70, Portland in the lead. And Pazzo checking Damian Lillard. Ooh, Damian Lillard rifles one home.
Compromise your team by picking up an unnecessary foul technical.
Here's Jokic for 3. Nikola Jokic. What a night he's having. His 3rd made 3. He's got 33 points now. And Jim, he has scored 22 of the last 28 for the Nuggets. On Sunday, Murray sets up Jokic. He's had the hot hand. He's on the attack again. A couple of spins, and Jokic adds to it. Speaking of guys who have it in second gear, Jokic with a monster game here tonight in the second one. In the corner. And a big hit from the corner by Zeke Naji.
Overall, our defense in that third quarter was tremendous. 21 points allowed, only 40% from the field. And Jamal's a tough cat.
And our thanks to Michael Malone, the Denver head coach, now in year 6. After a run to the Western Conference Finals a year ago. Rodney Hood had missed his first 4. The Portland bench coming alive. They lead by 3. And hoping to get them back after the All-Star break, perhaps. Here's Murray in the corner. Oh, and Murray finally gets one to go.
Once you see the ball go through the rim.
Murray had missed 6 consecutive field goal attempts. Here's Melo. Porter with the rebound. Here's Murray. Is he feeling it now? That's a long 2. Jamal Murray. 3 short. Offensive board, Jones. Another opportunity here for the Blazers. Blazers down 2. Look at Lillard flying high for the jam.
He's really going to step up and find his rhythm as well.
Jokic back on the floor, finds Murray wide open, and Murray has hit 3 in a row now.
Concentrate, square shoulders, and knock him in.
And Murray guarding Lillard now. Lillard, little sidestep 3 on its way. And he gets a friendly bounce. Late clock here. Down to 4. Jamal Murray with Cantor on him. 3-pointer on its way, and good. And Jamal Murray
fighting for the jab step as much, able to contest Melo on the shot.
Lillard got a hand on that, but Jokic able to recover it and score it with the left hand. Jokic patient, looking for Murray. Look at that pass. Look at that finish. The last few years, including playoff games. Remember, Portland won in a Game 7 on this floor 2 years ago to advance to the Western Conference Finals. There's Murray again with the ball, approaching the 2-minute mark here in regulation. Morris kicks it. Barton passes up a 3, and the little runner is good by Will Barton. Gives it right back. Little give and go, and it's blocked by Jones. My goodness. Derrick Jones Jr. flying high for the rejection. They'll try to use as much clock as they can. Jokic springs free, and a dunk from Nikola Jokic. That's going to take us to the finish line. Portland Trailblazers have dropped their 3rd straight game. The Nuggets have won 4 in a row on